Wise words of wisdom, inspirational quotes, IQ. The most splendid achievement of all is the constant striving to surpass yourself and to be worthy of your own approval. Dennis Waitley. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Jim Rohn. Remember, what you say comes back to you. Zig Ziglar. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Mark Twain. The first duty of a man is to conquer fear. He must get rid of it. He cannot act till then. Thomas Carlyle. The ultimate expression of generosity is not in giving of what you have, but in giving of who you are. Johnetta B. Cole. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether this happens at 20 or at 80. Anyone who keeps on learning not only remains young, but becomes constantly more valuable, regardless of physical capacity. Henry Ford. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man if he has not formed any idea of them already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent man if he is firmly persuaded that he knows already, without a shadow of doubt, what is laid before him. Leo Tolstoy. The secret to a long and healthy life is to be stress-free. Be grateful for everything you have. Stay away from people who are negative. Stay smiling and keep running. Fauja Singh. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. George Washington Carver. No matter who you are, no matter what you did, no matter where you've come from, you can always change, become a better version of yourself. Madonna Ciccone. There's gotta be more to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. Stacey Orico. Instead of looking at our challenges and limitations as something negative or bad, we can begin to look at them as blessings, magnificent gifts that can be used to ignite our imaginations and help us go further than we ever knew we could go. Amy Purdy. Don't let others define you. Don't let the past confine you. Take charge of your life with confidence and determination, and there are no limits on what you can do or be. Michael Josephson. It is not fair to ask of others what you are not willing to do yourself. Eleanor Roosevelt. Don't waste your energy trying to convince people to understand you. Your time is too valuable to try to prove yourself to people. Joel Osteen. The price of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. Nito R. Covine. You are now at a crossroads. This is your opportunity to make the most important decision you will ever make. Forget your past. Who are you now? Who have you decided you really are now? Don't think about who you have been. Who are you now? Who have you decided to become? Make this decision consciously. Make it carefully. Make it powerfully. Tony Robbins. Build a dream, and the dream will build you. Robert H. Schuller. Some people may complicate it for you, but the formula is simple. Love God more than anything else. More than your ego. More than your money. More than your desires. More than your sleep at dawn. Love God more than anything else, and submission comes natural. Love God more than anything else, and all goodness will follow. Yasmin Mogahed. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anais Nin. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. Benjamin Disraeli. I don't need easy, I just need possible. Bethany Hamilton. You and I are essentially infinite choice makers. In every moment of our existence, we are in that field of all possibilities, where we have access to an infinity of choices. Deepak Chopra. The greatest test of courage on earth is to bear defeat without losing heart. Robert Greene Ingersoll. Human potential is the same for all. Your feeling, I am of no value, is wrong. Absolutely wrong. You are deceiving yourself. We all have the power of thought. So what are you lacking? If you have willpower, then you can do anything. It is usually said that you are your own master. Dalai Lama. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Marianne Williamson. I believe there's a calling for all of us. I know that every human being has value and purpose. The real work of our lives is to become aware and awakened, to answer the call. Oprah Winfrey. Happiness comes of the capacity to feel deeply, to enjoy simply, to think freely, to risk life, to be needed. Storm Jameson.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon, instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. Dale Carnegie. Your capacity to say no determines your capacity to say yes to greater things. E. Stanley Jones. Climb the mountain not to plant your flag, but to embrace the challenge. Enjoy the air and behold the view. Climb it so you can see the world, not so the world can see you. David McCullough Jr. That you may retain your self-respect, it is better to displease the people by doing what you know is right than to temporarily please them by doing what you know is wrong. William J. H. Boettger. If you haven't the strength to impose your own terms upon life, then you must accept the terms it offers you. T.S. Eliot. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Henry David Thoreau. Try to remain truthful. The power of truth never declines. Force and violence may be effective in the short term, but in the long run it's truth that prevails. Dalai Lama. Once we get used to listening to our dreams, our whole body responds like a musical instrument. Marion Woodman. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill. God always gives his best to those who leave the choice with him. Jim Elliot. The question should be, is it worth trying to do, not can it be done? Allard K. Lowenstein. We gain strength and courage and confidence by each experience in which we really stop to look fear in the face. We must do that which we think we cannot. Eleanor Roosevelt. It is in the character of growth that we should learn from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences. Nelson Mandela. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness and despair, but manifestations of strength and resolution. Khalil Gibran. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words, and never stops at all. Emily Dickinson. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Think only on those things that are in line with your principles and can bear the light of day. The content of your character is your choice. Day by day, what you choose, what you think, and what you do is who you become. Your integrity is your destiny. It is the light that guides your way. Heraclitus. There is overwhelming evidence that the higher the level of self-esteem, the more likely one will be to treat others with respect, kindness, and generosity. Nathaniel Branden. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for something you are not. Andrew Guide. What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Henry David Thoreau. Struggle is the meaning of life. Defeat or victory is in the hands of God. But struggle itself is man's duty and should be his joy. Aga Khan III. We hope you have enjoyed these quotes as much as we do. We know your time is very important. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Click the card above to check out another great one now.